Hello! Here's another Evan's Easy Japanese. Today we're going to be going through more Hiragana. I think this is the third or fourth lesson. I'll remember when I put the number in, so don't worry. And today we're going to be going through some more of the... There's a little chipmunk outside. He's pretty cool looking. Here, let me try to get him for you. There he is. Can you see the chipmunk? I have a screen window, so you got to kind of deal with the screen. Sorry, he distracted me. I figure he's pretty cool, so I'll put him on there. Alright. You might have saw my laundry in there too. Let me aim this back up. Alright. Watch Evan's Easy Japanese. Get a free chipmunk. Alright. We ended with ko, if I'm not mistaken. Kaki kuke ko. A, I, U, E, O. A, I, U, E, O. Ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. Right? Hopefully you remember that because you're learning Japanese, so you better remember that. Alright, today we're going into the S row. That was the A row and the K row. There's the A row and the K row. Now we're going into the S row. Sa, shi, su, U, E, O. That is kind of thin. Alright. With the S, and we're going to also do the T row. We're also going to do the T row. We're also going to do the ta. These ones have some strange pronunciations in them. It's not just ka, ki, ku, ke, ko, ra, ri, ru, re, ro, ma, mi, mu, me, mo, a, I, u, e, o. These two rows, and I think the ha row have some strange pronunciations. So I'm going to highlight those for you, okay? Really quickly, we have sa. Just like saw, like a saw. You're gonna saw some wood. Saw. Ichi, ni, san. Did you notice how I said sun and had saw in it? Saw, san. Next is she. I'm gonna put this in a different color because it doesn't follow the same pattern. Sa, she, she. Just one stroke, right, like that. She. She is pronounced like the female pronoun. She, he. You know, we, she, he, they, she. It's written in Romaji, S-H-I. I'm glad I didn't add another letter there. S-H-I. You can also just write S-I. It doesn't matter too much, but the pronunciation is important. She, sa, she. The rest are pretty normal. This is a horrible graph. Let me just fix this graph really quickly. That looks terrible. Alright, bad. Just right around there. There we go. This is the O. Alright, su. Oh, I forgot the E. What am I doing? I'm an idiot. Alright, E. Then we have the O. Well, whatever. This will be fine. Alright, sashi, su. Ichi, ni. Su. And actually, every time I see it drawn, this little loop-de-loop should actually be on the left side of that. But it's probably not a huge deal. Let me draw that one more time. Su. Su. Sa. Su. Su. As in soup. Soup. You're going to drink some soup. 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 Next is se. Ichi, ni, san. Ichi, ni, san. Se. Se. Like, I'm gonna go with one word because I can't, the other word might be inappropriate for a video. Cellulite, it's kind of pronounced like cellulite. Cellophane, there we go, yeah. And the last one is so. So. It's actually kind of one just big stroke. Ichi. 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 Some people are going to tell you that there's more, can you still see me? There's more than one way to write so. One is that way, one is that way. I brought this up with some Japanese people, native speakers, and one who knew a lot about hiragana explained to me that both are okay, but the actual correct way to write it is to kind of dip down here, bring it up, and go like that. It kind of looks like a bad hairdo. This is exaggerated. This is exaggerated. This is a good way to draw, kind of like a little quick up and down. And because it kind of goes like that, and then it also goes like that, there are more than one way to draw it. I'm teaching you this way. I expect you to write it this way, as if I can check on that somehow. That is so, as in so what? So. Sa, shi, su, se, so. Sa, shi, su, se, so. It's like a little chart, like the periodic table of elements. Next, the T row. T, a, ta, ta-da, ta, ta-da, ta. Ichi, ni, san, shi. That shouldn't be as long. Ichi, ni, san, shi. Ichi, ni, san, shi. That is ta. The next two are pronounced strangely, so they get a special color. This one is chi, as in cheese, as in, what's something that has a chi in it? Cheese, China, chi, ch, like the CH sound, ch, chi. It is written 1, 2, chi, chi, C-H-I. Some people write it T-I. That's not wrong, but the pronunciation of T-I in English is very different than the pronunciation of C-H-I. Okay, next is the T-U. Now you might be thinking tu, but that's not correct. It's actually pronounced tsu. Tsu, like a T and an S put right together, like let's, tsu, letsu, tsu, tsu. It is one stroke. Yeet. I almost drew that wrong. Let me erase that. Yeet. That's horrible looking. Ichi. Just like that. Just like that. I swear I can do it. I swear I can do it. Ichi. Tsu. And it's generally written T-S-U. Once again, it can be written T-U, but the pronunciation is a little bit weird. T-S-U. Tsu. Tsu. If you played Mario Brothers, the Super Mario 64, it's an old game at this point, he kind of goes, "Let's go!" because they're trying to make, I don't know, he's Italian or something. He goes, "Let's go!" and you hear that tsu at the very end of it, because Japanese people have been, this is in the incorrect terminology, but just like we have been trained to speak English when we were kids, they have been trained to add that oo at the end of let's. So let's go, let's go. That it sounds rude to talk like this, but they can't really help it because that's how they've lived their entire life. The same reason why you and I can't talk, I don't know, that crazy and I don't want to be rude, but that crazy African language where they go and stuff like that. The reason why you and I can't do that is the same reason why they can't really do the just TS on its own. We've been trained to speak a certain way. Alright. If you hear me snorting every once in a while, that's because it's allergy season and I got allergies. These guys gets clogged up here. Next, we're on T and E. Te. Ichi. Tsu goes like a bubble. Te goes in. Te. Te. Just one. Ichi. Ichi. Alright? Te. Next is to. 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 Ichi, ni. Ichi. That should not go through. That should not go through. That should not go through. Two. Ichi, ni. Ichi, ni. To. To. So. Oh. Totally forgot to mention this. Let's look at sa. There is one more way to write sa. I do not like it. However, you will see it. You will see this. Sa is sometimes connected, like that. I can't draw it properly like that. I can't write it properly because no thank you. I don't want to write it like that. I never have written it like that. I highly recommend separating them. However, you will see it, especially in books, written kind of like that. I wanted to point that out to you. Sa. Sa, shi, su, se, so. Ta, chi, tsu, te, to. Sa, shi, su, se, so. Ta, chi, tsu, te, to. I'm going to really quickly write out all the hiragana that we know, and then I'll get to making another video. I'm putting together a workbook. It's very slow going, and I make them after I make these videos, so that I don't throw anything in there that you're not familiar with. And they're not available, so if you want to buy one, sorry, not yet. I only have like 4 of these up anyway, so there's no point in buying one yet. I'm trying to make it all free because I'm going to use these when I'm a teacher, but we'll see. Anyway, all the characters we know. A, I, U, E, O. And that's actually looks kind of bad. It should be more like that. O. I'll erase that so you can see a little bit better. O. Ka. Ki. Ku. Ke. Ko. Sa. There's actually a little hooky-dee-dook there. Hook. Sa. Shi. Su. Se. So. Ta. Chi. Tsu. Te. To. There's the A row, the Ka row, they call it the Ka row, but it's a K row, the Sa row, and the Ta row. That should be, we'll keep the pattern continuing with the capital T. A, I, U, E, O, Ka, Ki, Ku, Ke, Ko, Sa, Shi, Su, Se, So, Ta, Chi, Tsu, Te, To. Just to make sure we're aware of the weird guys, highlighting them in green right here, the weird guys in the group. There you go. Have a good day.